Hi, I'm Charmaine, and welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is Know Thyself. I gather that there's a certain structure within knowledge of yourself, within the knowledge of your own psychology, or whatever concepts we come up with within our minds, that help us to realize not only who and what we are, but why and what we are. Sometimes we can get hung up on what we're doing and how we look doing it. We can often get hung up on the competition in life and maneuvering through life within the systems of conformity that help whoever and whatever gain whatever they need to gain within this system. But what if I set up my own internal system? What if I decide within my own mind to embrace the deep-rooted knowledge of who I am? I wonder if everyone did that all at once, what conclusions this world would come to. If everyone realized themselves, I wonder what type of world that would be. If everyone truly understood themselves in depth, if they were able to control the inner workings of their mind by in-depth thought of who they are, and not only realizing themselves, but realizing their environment through their own discoveries. I wonder what type of world that would be. I wonder what type of inner world that would be within myself if I realized the root of everything within me. What type of consciousness would that bring? What type of knowledge? I wonder what strength knowing myself within that depth would create within me, and also what weaknesses would it create by knowing that much depth. Could it create stagnancy, or could it create enlightenment? I assume that either direction may not be the best if it's not balanced. After all, we can't constantly stay inside of our own head. There is an experience through others that helps awaken us, that helps ignite thought and new perspectives. But I just wonder, what if we all gained tremendous knowledge of who we are, of why we are, of what we are? What if we all understood ourselves in depth? When I go into that thinking within myself, I really wonder where that would take me. I'm already a quite introspective person, but nobody knows everything. I have found that the more I've discovered within myself, the more I've grown, the more I've consciously grown, the more in-depth of awareness that I've developed within myself, about myself, the more I've discovered outside of myself through my interactions with other people. I've learned that having a full understanding of me helps me understand the world. Not only my inner world, but also the world at large, the environments that I find myself in. I find that I can maneuver better when I have knowledge of why certain things make me feel the way that they do, why certain things make me afraid, why certain things make me feel happy or joyous, why certain things make me feel anxious. The more in depth I discover within me, the more in depth I discover outside of me, the more honest I can be, the more strength I gain, the more empowerment I've been able to develop, the more trust I have within myself. But discovering oneself is a constant job. It takes patience. There's new concepts every day within my own mind. And I just wonder what we all can begin to discover if we just take a look at ourselves to see. I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. I'd like to ask you, how much of yourself do you know? Have you considered if there is more to discover of why you think the way that you think, why you behave the way that you behave, why you may be triggered in certain ways, what makes you anxious, what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel afraid? What do you think that information that you find within yourself would help you grow outside of yourself? I'd love to hear from you. Please comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. Please remember, I'm not a therapist. Also, my new book is out, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love, available now on bookbaby.com. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, always. Until next time.